All right, hey everybody, just wanted to show you something that happens quite a bit. So I was out working on a stump and I had a fresh chain on yesterday and it was getting a little loose. So a fresh chain will stretch just a little bit. You'll probably get about an inch of stretch out of a fresh chain. So it's good to take some time and make sure you fix it. But this is something that happens a lot. So when your chain pops off, you're going to run into this. So right here, you can see that the guides aren't slipping down into the bar. And what happened is when the chain comes off, it rubs against metal portions of your saw and it dings them, especially back in here. It depends on what kind of stuff you have. But if you're looking at this, you can see what the problem is. Right here, it's marred and sticking out and it won't fit down into the guide of the bar. So here's the problem. Guys will force that in and then make it work, and because of the power of the saw, it will eventually wear that out pretty quick in the first 10 or 15 seconds of working. But the problem is that it will rip the bar wider, and when the bar is too wide and it has too much flex, it's not going to work properly and it'll bow out and eventually break in the future. So the thing to do, and guys have asked me about this before, hey, it's not working, I can't fit it back on. The chain's perfectly sharp, it was just too loose and popped off. So I'm gonna flip it inside out, just fold it in half and let it flip back out. I know where the problem is because I put it on the bar so I can see the problem. Sometimes it's not super obvious, you have to check it. So these teeth are fine, they're fitting in comfortably without any friction. This one right here, I can tell is a little tight. You can see as I put it in, it doesn't want to come out, so it's these two right here. So I'll start there, and I'll just grab a flat file, and then I'll flip these over so I can file away from myself, and I just find that makes it a little bit easier. So I'll just file these outer edges. I'm just making sure that this is flat. And I'm just taking off that burr on both sides. And once I can feel that it feels good, it's probably right, but to double check, I'll just stick it into the bar. Oh yeah, see, that's nice and smooth now. It goes in real easy. And then I know there's a few more, so I'll work my way down the chain. I'll check a section of say 7 or 8 real quick, and oh, there's 2 or 3 more right here. So I'll pull these bad boys out and give them a little hit. And it doesn't take much, but just this little bit of extra work is really going to save your bar long term. You're going to have a bar that lasts you for 5 or 6 years without any issues, as opposed to some guys, they only have a bar that lasts them a year because they'll overlook little issues like this. So anyway, that's pretty much all you do. You just work your way around the chain until everything is fitting just right. And sometimes the burr is up higher, so you got to be careful, because what that'll do is that'll keep the links from moving comfortably. So when they go around the point of your saw, they're going to drag on these front edges, and that'll be another issue to deal with. So I always check them for the upper part too, and this one had a little bit on there. So once you get all that ready to go, I'll have a few more to do, and then I'll put the saw back together. But something to look out for when you're putting on a fresh chain, if you notice that it's dipping down, if I have more than 3 of these guides popping out, that's a good time to tighten it just a little bit, especially when you're cutting chunks out, because it'll pinch the chain a little bit. When you pull it out, it'll pop off, or when you're working around brush. Brush has a tendency to just pull your chain off really easily, so something to look out for. So stay safe out there.